Long ago, in the village of Kafur, there lived a respected man named Uncle Juma. He was known for his wisdom, his charm, and his position as an elder in the community. But beneath his kind words and warm smiles, Juma carried a dark secret, one that would bring shame and destruction upon his name. Juma had a niece, Ardia, a young woman blessed with beauty and intelligence. She was beloved in the village, and many suitors came to her family, offering cows, goats, and fine cloths for her hand in marriage. But before she could wed, tragedy struck. Her parents died in a sudden illness, leaving her under the care of Uncle Juma. At first, Juma treated Ardia as a daughter. He provided for her, taught her the ways of the world, and ensured she lacked nothing. But as time passed, his thoughts grew wicked, and he began to desire what was forbidden. He convinced himself that no one would know if he took what was not his to take. One night, under the cover of darkness, Juma betrayed his own blood. Ardia, horrified and powerless against him, carried her shame in silence. She feared that if she spoke, the village would blame her, for in many places, it was the woman who suffered for the sins of men. Days turned into weeks, and Ardia's sorrow deepened. But justice has a way of finding those who believe they can escape it. One evening, as the village gathered for the moon festival, an old woman known as Mother Cana, the seer, stood before the crowd and spoke in riddles. A man who eats what is forbidden will find poison in his belly. The river washes away sins, but the spirits of the ancestors do not forget. Her words sent whispers through the crowd, and Ardia, overcome with grief, finally found the courage to speak. With tears in her eyes, she stood before the elders and revealed what had happened. The villagers gasped, their respect for Juma shattered like a clay pot. The elders called upon the spirits for judgment. They summoned the diviners, who threw sacred bones into the fire. The ancestors' message was clear. Juma had broken the sacred bond of family, and for that, he would pay the highest price. That very night, a great storm fell upon Kafur. Thunder roared, and lightning struck the tree where Juma often sat to give advice. The villagers saw it as a sign. The elders declared that Juma would be banished, never to return. He left the village with only the clothes on his back, doomed to wander, shunned by all, until the spirits claimed him. As for Ardia, she was embraced by the women of the village, who bathed her in the river, cleansing her pain with sacred herbs. She grew into a strong leader, using her voice to protect young women from the shadows of men like Juma. And so, the village learned a lesson. No man is above justice, and silence only feeds the evil that lurks in darkness. The truth must always be spoken, for only then can the ancestors bring balance to the world. If you learned one or two moral lessons from our story, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and kindly share the link to friends and family for them to learn a moral lesson too.